Good morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the day's support, resistance and pivot levels, the Fibonacci's and the EMAs. It is Monday the 13th of December. Looking at Bitcoin against US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the day here. Going to need to see Bitcoin move back through the first major support level at 48,942 and back through the pivot at 49,871. To take a run at the first major resistance level of 51,052. Plenty of support would be needed for Bitcoin's breakout from yesterday's high, that was at 5,800. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target 23.6% fib at 53,628. Second major resistance level, that's at 51,981. Failure to move back through that first major support level would bring the second major support level at 47,761 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Bitcoin should avoid sub 48s. Looking at the EMAs, we've got a narrowing of the 50 on the 100, so look out for a possible bearish cross there after yesterday's late bullish cross. So that suggests a possible pullback. So key through the early part of the day, move back through the first major support level and the pivot at 49,871 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will remain in play. Ethereum against US dollar, particularly bearish start to the day. Going to need to see Ethereum move back through the first major support level at 4020 and back through the pivot at 4103 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 4216. Plenty of support will be needed for Ethereum to break back through to 4100 levels. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level would likely cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, second major resistance level sits at 4300. Failure to move back through the first major support level would bring the second major support level at 3906 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3900 levels. Looking at the EMAs, 50 is pulling back from the 100 and the 200. That's a bearish signal suggesting further downside ahead. So failure to move back through the first major support level 4020 and through the pivot at 4103 would leave support levels in play. Litecoin against US dollar, also bearish. Going to need to see Litecoin move back through the pivot at 158 to take a run at the first major resistance level 164. Plenty of support is going to be needed for Litecoin to break back through to 160s and break out from yesterday's high at 162.98. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level and resistance at 165 should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin test resistance at 170 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 168. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 154 back into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 150s. Second major support level sits at 149. Looking at the EMAs, 50 is pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So keep an eye out there for direction. So key would be to avoid a fallback through that first major support level at 154 and move back through the pivot at 158 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will remain in play. We're looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bearish. Going to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 8360 and break out from the 23.6% fib at 8533 to bring the first major resistance level 8614 into play. Plenty of support will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.86 levels. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.9s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 8823. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the first major support level 8151 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.8s. Second major support level sits at 7897. Looking at the EMA, similar trend, 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, signaling a bearish trend. So keep an eye out there for further direction. So key would be to move back through the pivot 8360 and break out from the 23.6% fib at 8533 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will remain in play.